And Maximus Analysis here for April 18th, 2016, and what a day. We had a gap down based on some news with oil, and they just ran it all the way up to basically around 2087, 2088. We haven't seen these levels in a long time, and right now I'm just continue to watch it, continue to look at previous levels, look at previous weeks, and say, okay, they haven't broken any previous weeks' lows. We want to hold this 2059.50 area, and we definitely want to hold this 2048 all week. 2048 puts us right back into this level right here, basically this buy signal. So we'll continue to watch it. And this is the ES on the daily. ES on the weekly, again, we're going to continue to watch the volume. Can't look at this week's volume, of course, because it's Monday, but we'll continue to watch and see how it's going along from here. So still want to make sure that we're looking to say at the end of the day, we see that they're coming and testing this downtrend line right here from the weekly highs. So got to watch and see what this volume really tells us on the weekly. Again, they could just continue, and they haven't broken 1 week's back yet. So that's showing a lot of strength, but I want to see what the volume looks like here to see if they're running out of juice or not, because a lot of these moves are 9 to 10 weeks, 9 to 10 weeks here, and we're at the 9th week right now. So just want to watch the volume and continue to watch it just to make sure we don't get any crazy biases or anything like that. Again, you got to be really careful right now, just because you don't want to take the contrarian trade and fading, because you would have been fading all the way from 2000, and that's a painful fade. So again, we'll continue to just watch how this is moving, and again, look at these levels to say, listen, until it breaks that, we're not seeing anything in regards to the bear side coming. So we have these lower highs, we have these lower lows here, holding this level right here, which is why we have drawn this, and this, of course, is our bull trend trend line. If it breaks below this and closes below this, then we know we're in trouble. But right now, we're not there. Again, just be careful going long some stuff, not chasing using either a weekly time frame or an intraday time frame that's more aggressive. NQ, looking at the daily, we need to hold the 44.8950 area. And we also, again, if they hold that and break above that, we're looking at basically 45.9050, or basically it's 4600 level. So we'll continue to look at the weekly time frame as well, just kind of give us a picture of what's going on. And again, they barely broke a weekly high, but didn't close below it. Excuse me, a weekly low. Last week didn't close below it, and then continued to the upside. Just want to see the volume and where we go, but again, they're still holding these weekly highs. These weekly lows. You could just see they're continuing to just hold these. They broke it for a second and came back. So we'll continue to watch and see what happens. But again, we don't want to see any break of this low, which is 44.30. YM on the daily. We can see that again. We just want them to hold this 17,500 level. Again, they're at the middle of it looks like they're basically at the top of the chop, the middle of this, going back all the way to May of 2015. So we'll continue to just watch it, and you can see where we were going and where they come into in regards to resistance, and just take it from there. Again, they're on the path to going to 18,000 unless they touched it a couple times actually, so it's 18,000, 18,500. So we'll continue to look at that. The CL, looking at the daily, remember that they've rolled. Remember, CL rolls every month, so it's to the M contract. So this is where we had a lot of stuff going on, and you can see it here. Want them to hold and stay above this 39 level. Okay, they came close on basically the gap down, and then they reversed very hard on the I think it was 39.85 or 39.80 area. And again, if they hold above that $39 level, we're seeing 44, at least to this 200, which is 44 to 44.44, which we've been calling out for a little while now. All right, let's look at some equity names. You have Apple down, actually, on such a strong day, kind of threw me off that it was down $2+. And again, they need to hold this 105.68 area, or things are going to get a little dicey very, very quickly. And that's just showing from the weekly time frame for Apple. You can see that they got the sell signal here, and we want to see if they're going to continue selling for the rest of the week. So keep your eyes on that one, and make sure you're looking at those bigger time frames as well. You got Amazon. Amazon right now, again, clearing. Could get up to 30. Clears 38.08. It clears that with volume. You're looking at 650 to 650.77. But we're going to just be watching this weekly volume here, because this is about the 70, I would say 78.6 retracement from these highs. We want to see what this volume looks like, if it's going to increase or they're going to break down. So we'll continue to watch that. And also another name that is kind of looking where a little toppy is Tesla. Again, just really not breaking out much from this last buy signal and still in this previous level. So we're watching the 243.68 and of course that 240 level if it tests it, to see what's going to happen. Because if you look on the weekly time frame for Tesla, you can see the volume really dropped off last week, and where we're going to go, we want to see if they're going to come and break this 243 and 240 level, which will break 2 weeks back low. So we'll continue to watch that one as well. And again, a lot of fireworks, a lot of people like, what the hell is going on? Again, just don't fight the trend. A contrarian, it's time to be contrarian, which is fading a level, and then there's time to say, all right, I'm just going to trade with the trend. And that's why I post these levels here in the mornings, and also give you the levels to say, if we don't break below X, to kind of just say, okay, you kind of want to be on both sides of the fence. You want to be prepared that if things do break down, what's kind of like my trigger to say, oh, okay, we got something bad coming here. And then also the trigger to say, well, nothing has happened, so either I'm going to do one or two things. Either I'm going to look to the long side and use a smaller time frame, or I have a bearish bias, but I have no signal in regards to price, so I just got to sit on my hands. I got to wait until I get something significant to give me, versus I don't think it can go up any higher, because there's been a lot of I don't think you could go up any higher with a lot of these significant breakdowns that we've seen. And looking at the ES, you could see there's a lot of significant down movements that we thought could not recover, and they have. And it's historic, but at least you could say I had levels that were provided that helped me stay in the game, to either keep my powder dry, or say, all right, I can get some of this, but now I got to look on a smaller time frame so that my stop isn't all the way down here. Because you can't say I want to get in based on the weekly, but you don't want to put your stop where it's supposed to be. Then you're just chasing, which when you use a smaller time frame, will give you a lot less risk, and you can still take advantage of some of the moves. So we'll see how this goes tomorrow. The markets are always moving around to where you're kind of guessing, but again, using proper risk management and trying to fight your ego to say can't go. Once you say that, sometimes it's good to just walk away a little bit. All right, take care, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's going to be a busy week.